right, guys, today we are playing some Roots, and I have not played Insidious Roots since the day it came out, essentially. It's never really been in my playstyle or repertoire because I just don't really enjoy doing the whole exiling, comboing off kind of stuff, but this deck has been popping up left, right, and center. It's very good, and I wanted to see if I could take that shell and expand upon it in my own way, and we did here today, and it was really, really fun because if you guys are unfamiliar or you're brand new to Magic, Insidious Roots is a pretty busted enchantment that allows you to create these plant tokens that get bigger over time. It gets out of control very quickly, especially if you get them stacked, but by exiling creatures from your graveyard, or creatures basically just leaving your graveyard. But today we're going to be focusing on exiling them from the graveyard and creating these plant tokens. This is one of many win cons in today's deck, but we added in another win con, Cosmogoyf, one of my favorite cards in this deck, which is going to scale upwards based on how many cards you own in exile, which is really cool. This thing can get absolutely huge, especially because of a certain card we're going to talk about in a minute. But this card pairs, of course, really well with Ketramos. I know a lot of people have been running the Ketramos with Roots lately, and that's kind of what the shell of this deck is built around, is that really powerful combination between the two, because Ketramos draws you cards when you're exiling things, and it's a really good indestructible body that eventually can attack with lifelink, which is huge for swinging the game the opposite direction. And you're going to see this card saved us in the last game pretty hard for being indestructibility, as well as Urgent Necropsy saving us, because this card is the MVP here today. This card can collect evidence, meaning you can collect evidence of whatever amount you want and basically destroy a bunch of things on the battlefield. But that's not what makes this card so great to me. What makes it great is you can choose how many cards you exile from your graveyard, which means you can do your entire graveyard. Which means if you get swept up by, let's say, a Rupture from a milling opponent, which we did in the last game, we can exile our entire graveyard, making sure that that monument can't finish you off with the extra mill at the end of the turn, the following turn. And what this also does is it turns on your Ketramos immediately, and your Cosmogoyf gets massive. So it's a very, very good card. And another card I want to talk about is Yathan, Road Watcher. I think that's how you say it. This card, I'm surprised not a lot of people are running in this deck. It's really good for milling yourself out, which is really solid, but it also brings back a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield, triggering your Roots. Basically, you can get your Cosmogoyf back, which could potentially be at some point in the game, 10 power or whatever. It's really ridiculous value, and I don't know why more people aren't running it. But anyways, super fun list, and yeah, we needed to get back into the win column today, so we decided to go a little bit more try hard. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll see you back here at the end. Peace. All right, guys, today we're going to be playing some Roots, and we're going to be doing it in a version of a Ketramos meets Cosmogoyf, something we've done in the past, and very excited because these two cards work extremely well together. But when you add Roots to the situation, Roots has been on top of its game lately, so I figured let's give it a shot and see what happens. I know a lot of people were kind of asking me to play Roots into this build last time we did it anyways. Let's go ahead and pay the life here and get the party started with the Bale Merc. There's definitely an argument to be said here to play the Roots on that spot, but we'll see. We'll see if I end up making a mistake here on that. But yeah, sorry for no video again yesterday, guys. I know I say it often. I do apologize, but we've been getting our butts kicked by the Magic algorithm these days. The meta's tough. The meta's very, very tough right now, and it's kicking my butt. I've been trying some new stuff. I've got two really cool decks that I want to show you guys later this week if I can figure them out, but they've gotten me all the way down to it was what I think it was like 83 percentile. So I had to finally, after so long, give up on it and get to something that we know is probably going to be good, which is Roots. And so it is what it is. We're playing Roots today. All right, get the mill 3 cards. We'll probably play the Tender and the actual Roots. All right, and then the Tender can start exiling things from the graveyard for us to produce mana. Or a Boroid. That's gonna be my target for sure. All right, we're taking a lot of damage. It's a really good card. Discard you. Let's bring back a land. Okay, and then like I said, I'm probably gonna play Awaken the Dread here. Blow up the Ouroboros. And then we can always, is this instant speed? It is, right? No sorcery speed nonsense. Let's do that. Is this only during my turn though? Whenever one or more creatures in the graveyard. Okay, so we can do this at any time. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to use the tender to exile something from the graveyard, creating some mana, but ultimately creating a roots token to block the sentinel. Man, another Ouroboros is so tough. All right, so here we go. We're gonna exile a card. We'll produce green mana. It doesn't really matter. We'll have to get rid of a creature in the yard. Let's do this. All right, so we get a token. We block. All right, and let's have some fun here. Let's go ahead and get the necropsy down. Yeah, no. And so we need to do at least 4 mana worth of value here, right? All right, so we get another roots token. Take care of that, and I could play the Cauldron. I could actually play the Cosmogoyf as well. Let's do it. Cosmogoyf, come on down. Let's exile the Tender. Tender's been cooking for us, though, I will say. All right, we got a pretty sizable Cosmogoyf. We got a Overlord on the field. I don't see how the opponent comes back from this as a Simic player, but we'll see. Could be a couple of bounce spells. Could be a full-on, like, send everything back. I think it's Rebuke is the card name. It can send everything back. But no, to GG's. Let's go. Roots for the win, man. Good win right there. Interesting matchup. Alrighty, the hand is good. Hand looks really good. We got the Molt Tender to kick things off, which is kind of what you want every time. I may actually just pay the 2 life with this, because I'm going to pay 2 life regardless if I play the Molt Tender and have to play the Cosmogoyf after that to take damage as well. Let's do it. Let's get this down and let's go. Actually, let's go Bailmerk first, because Cosmogoyf doesn't really do a whole lot for us until we get some exiling going. Sure. Yeah, we can get this down. This deck is a little bit complicated, I'm not gonna lie. Like the number of lines you can take and stuff, it's pretty tough sometimes. Like the turns take a lot longer than I'm used to. I'm used to just play a card, turn it sideways, you know? These are the more complex ones where you gotta exile, mill, a lot of steps in your turn. Taking out the Molt Tender is actually pretty good. All right, we're gonna play this tapped. We're gonna attack. We're gonna play the Scavenging Ooze. Call it a day. So we do know that the opponent, obviously, Boros Burn. It's gonna have some creatures that we're gonna have to block. I will have to deal with the Nemesis in some way, shape, or form. I'd like to get some removal, but we did just lose the Necropsy here. Yeah, Cosmogoyf is the play, right? I'm just thinking if I want to play anything else this turn. I don't think so. That'll do. We'll exile the creature from my graveyard here. That way the Scavenging Ooze gets a counter. Sheltered by Ghost. Very nice. Sure. They're taking all of my ability here to exile things from the graveyard, which is kind of bad because I won't be able to grow the Cosmogoyf without those abilities. Okay, good. I found another way to do it, though. Huge. Might as well just play everything here. I have really nothing to lose. I don't think the opponent is going to have a sweeper playing things like Zenith and Lightning Helix. I just feel like it's your stereotypical Boros Burn deck. I'm actually going to leave that back. Protect my life total. I think defending my life total is going to be pretty big. I will be playing Insidious Roots next turn, so making a block here. Oh, of course, it's got to be a Nemesis, though. Sure. Sure thing, pal. Alrighty, Molt Tender, and they scoop it up. Oh my goodness. I can't believe they gave up so soon. I mean, I do get the fact that I think we were definitely winning on board here because we were going to exile something with this, create a token, This was going to go to a 4/5, which could attack. This was going to become a creature next turn. So I was definitely ahead on board, but I mean, you had a full grip. I did not. So surprising. All right, going first. Hand looks great. Molt Tender to kick things off is always the best start. All right, we got an Insight 2/2, which is nice. We haven't had that yet. Simic colors with an elf. All right, so we're probably playing Drunnith. More than likely, it's a Drunnith deck. All right, and we got a land. Let's take this for, well, no, I guess we have another one in hand for blue. Okay, and let's play another Molt Tender. Just start exiling things from the graveyard. Gonna get the Cosmogoyf much bigger. All right, so if Drunnith hits the field here and they follow it with like another 1-drop creature, that could be pretty bad. That would be a pretty amazing start for them. Oh, it's Temur. Okay. Temur. And we do get a Necropsy in the yard again. I really need those in my hand. All right, so we're going to go with Cosmogoyf. Gotta go Cosmogoyf here. Land goes. And let's just keep that Cosmogoyf getting bigger here. Let's take out that. All right, it's the best we could do for now. I will probably sacrifice the Dream Thief to draw an extra card here next turn. I've got plenty of mana with these tenders on the field though, which is really nice. Ooh, a Baelmerk. I might just play that straight up here. Plans have changed, guys. Plans have changed. Cropsy. I just played this land, right? I did. Okay. So, Cosmogoyf in trouble here of a removal spell potentially. Maybe a bounce spell. I don't think they can burn it out, and I don't think they're going to have any straight up kill spells here. Okay. Let's just attack with Cosmogoyf. They don't block, which I really didn't anticipate them blocking. Let's see. I'm going to just do this. And Necropsy again. Dang, we really got rid of both of them. That's a bummer. It's such a good card for us. I just really love that card. And it looks like they've got Reclamation. Okay. Didn't really expect that move. All right, that's fine. They're going to start blowing up some of these tenders, though, unfortunately. But they're going to be in a situation where they're kind of forced to block here, you would think. All right, so Ketchumos, come on down. Let's start drawing some cards. Let's see. If we pay life for this, we have... You know what? Let's do this. And I'm just going to exile a boatload of things from the graveyard. So this goes. This goes. Let's say this goes. I don't know why I'm holding out hope like I can get back the roots. I should probably get rid of the roots. I mean, just look at how much value we just generated there. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. All right, so we're going to go blue, tapped, get in there for 9. I would imagine they'd block. Oh, guess not. Okay. They really want to keep that Roxanne out there. I do have an indestructible creature in Ketchumos down now, too. I don't see at all how they deal with that. Especially the 10 toughness on the Cosmogoyf too. Simply bounce spells are kind of their best bet. I'm not too afraid of that though. I am curious. Let's find out what they do here, man. I mean, a Season of Weaving would be crazy. Some sort of like rebuke effect that sends everything back would be pretty amazing for them too. They're looking at their graveyard. Now, that meteorite token does count as 2 mana too, by the way. So I expect that to be a factor here. Man, they are really taking their time thinking about this, which tells me I probably have them here. I think they're just trying to figure out a way to get out of it, but they're not seeing it right away, which means we probably won the game. I wonder. Oh, it's a doppelgang. Okay. I mean, 2 Cosmogoyfs with nothing in exile for them seems not very smart. I think they thought those Cosmogoyfs were going to be a lot bigger. And they do have Season of Weaving, by the way. Doppelgang is not something I expected. All right. Well, I need something here. If I swing in, let's just say they... First things first, I'm almost positive this has to be the play, right? Okay. And then let's say they double block here, or they just want to... They probably would just block 1 here. That's 4, 5, 6 damage getting through. So close. So close. If I do this, same thing, 4, 5 damage getting through. Trying to figure out a way to get around this. Let's just... I don't know. I don't think there's a way to close out the game here, unfortunately. I just don't see it. I just don't see a way to win the game this turn. Expect this to come down next turn, which means I should probably start thinking about going wider here. Probably. And we did hit another Cosmogoyf. Let's go. Cosmogoyf on the field. That's so busted. Yeah, let's just put a 1/1 counter on the Ketchermos because it does have the Ketchermos does have the menace, so getting extra counter onto it could be very much relevant. All right. I mean, we've got a full grip of cards. I got to imagine the dragon is going to be the play based on the last play they made. I mean, it could be another doppelgang. You never know, but I don't think it will be. I mean, there might have been a way too where I had lethal there and I just didn't see it. I'm sure you guys will let me know in the comments, but I didn't see lethal there. If I would have been able to figure out how to get, you know, that Maverick into the graveyard that turn and then pump the 1/1 counter onto this somehow, there was definitely a way to do that, but I don't see a line where we had enough mana for all that. Okay, so they're trying to gain a lot of life here, and they're also just blowing up both my Cosmogoyfs. Man, those are going to gain them a lot of life. That's actually a pretty sweet move by them. They might get us here, guys. I'm not putting it past them to win this game. They might pull this off. Nope, they conceded. Never mind. They block here. Oh, there is 7 damage there. Okay, I was gonna say I thought maybe they had it, but we did actually have lethal there. Did they just not find something to pull back here? Oh, they pulled back a land on that last mill. They could have gained more life, I think, if they had pulled back a creature, but maybe they didn't find a creature. Anyways, GG's. Big win, man. All right, we got the opponent going first this time. Hand looks really good, though. I mean, I can't stop getting Molt Tenders in the opener, which is so good. Without the Molt Tender as turn 1, I don't think we'd have nearly as much success as we've been having. And it's a Boros burn deck. Okay, so expect Molt Tender to die. How do I want to play this next turn? I guess there's only one way I can play it. I thought that was gonna die. Yeah, it's Cosmogoyf no matter what, right? Sure. Do I pay life for this? I think I do. Alrighty. Just setting up here. Don't mind me. The Voice of Victory, though, is a little bit of a surprise. It's probably more of like an Arabella sort of deck. All right, sure. Now it's feeling Boros Burny again. I don't know. I don't know. Taking another 3 here. We'll just mill a card off the top. Okay. I do like me an Insidious Roots here. It's early. Early enough I can get some value out of it. I like it. So they're looking at the Awaken the Dread, like they might have something for it. Like a Get Lost. Another Voice of Victory, sure. Works for me, man. Works for me. Ooh, Ketramos. Kind of hard to not play the Ketramos here, but I think the Roots is still the play. Roots, and then we can just exile a card from the graveyard. Trigger the Roots. It's got to be a creature, though, unfortunately. Which... we'd have to do the fairy. Or I could just mill a card again here. I don't know. That's fine. I had a feeling they had to get lost there based on the fact that they touched that last time, but I really don't care. It's not something I need. I've got the Road Watcher here, which can bring back cards from the graveyard. Maybe we're probably just gonna play this too next turn, to be honest. All right, sure. All right. I'm pretty sure I can't really block anything here. Actually, it's a 1/2, isn't it? Hold on. Let's do this. It's got to be a creature. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. It's a 1/2. All right, so I can block something. That's nice. Sure, it doesn't really matter which one we block, does it? Literally doesn't matter. Okay. Let's... if I do this, we will be able to create another one of these tokens too. That'd be kind of nice. All right, I'm gonna have to do this though. I don't want to tap this as a land. All right, so we got plenty of bodies now, plenty of blockers. We're gonna get the Cosmic Wave back too, which over time will become absolutely huge. And we're gonna exile. Ugh, there's no more creatures. Darn it. Darn it. Fair enough. A Molt Tender can go. All right, I think we take the lead now. Hard to say, but I think we take the lead. I do have a Necropsy, which is going to make things so exciting next turn. We are going to blow up their, hopefully their Virtue of Loyalty and a Voice of Victory. That's the goal. Please play a land. Please play a land and a Virtue. Please, please, please. They're looking at the Road Watcher like they're going to blow it up with the Lightning Helix potentially. That's what it's looking like. So I'm assuming they didn't get a 5th land drop. They're going Lightning Helix. Yep. And another Lightning Helix potentially. No? Okay. All right. Gonna give me some time then. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. All right. So we're going to tap this for a white source again. Play you. Play you. And let's just give the Cosmic Wave another counter. Or not. All right, we're just waiting. We're literally just waiting for an absolutely nasty Necropsy here. That'll work. That will work. I don't think they attack here. Yeah, I didn't think so. All right, we got a really good Necropsy. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. No, you, and no. Everybody? Everybody, because that's what I want. Let's go. Everybody but the Cosmic Wave. All right, cool. And GG's. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised they're sticking around. I was trying to think out the rest of that play there. I was gonna gain 4 life off of the Ketramos. They would have had to block that. And I was thinking about playing a second Roots there, but GG's. All right, we are first without the actual Molt Tender to kick things off this time. The hand is not great. I'm gonna send that one away. This is better for sure. I'm just thinking here. Probably drop a land. Yeah, that'll probably do. Yeah, we'll take it because we need the 4th land drop for the necropsy, and it's going to be hard to hit land drops up to a 4-mana curve here if we don't focus on it. All right, so from now on, we want to find things that mill us out, and the necropsy will take care of the rest. Naya. I've been cooking with my Naya build recently. All right, another land was tragic. Oops, I didn't mean to swing through with the Cosmoglyph there. That was actually a mistake that I'm going to get punished for. Nice. I genuinely did not mean to do that. I just clicked way too fast. Well, that's going to be the game, isn't it? Probably going to be the game. Pretty bad start, though, to be honest. I mean, our opening hand was pretty atrocious, so couldn't expect a whole lot out of this one. But losing the Cosmoglyph there was just really bad. Oh, of course we get a good card off the top, too. Darn it. Oh, I wish I could have that attack back, dude. What a blunder. What an absolute blunder from your boy. Okay, a 4/3 that does not have haste. That's good. Yeah, blocking you, I guess. Let's get a card. It's okay. It's not great. I guess I'll take the Soul Cauldron. And if I play the necropsy here, I can only kill 1 creature. That's not exactly amazing, right? So, oh well. Pretty sure it's over, guys. They got a 4/3 trampler. I block a 3 powered creature. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's lethal. Alrighty, they got us. Just too quick. They were a little too quick. I think we're gonna do pretty bad most of the time against like super aggro builds like that. But really the start we have with the hand was pretty bad too. All right, we got the opponent going first. We do have the Molt Tender. We do have the Cosmoglyph. We do have a pretty good starting hand. Let's go. Yeah, the pain lands are gonna hurt though, especially against red. Shock, burst lightning. Nothing. Surprising. I think we're gonna go with this so I can chump block that when it comes down. That can go. All right. Yeah, we might be in over our heads here a little bit, guys. Once again, just because the mana's hurting me pretty bad here. Not only is the mana hurting me pretty bad here, the opponent's just very aggressive. I'm hoping that my chump block in the air with the Dream Thief here can save me. Save me at least another turn or two. I will say having the Ketramos, though, almost ready to go next turn on the battlefield could end up being... Gosh, I'm tired. Could end up being a Tide Shifter. Okay. Well, that will do it. Like I said, I think this deck has one inherent weakness, and it's definitely going to be these aggro matchups. It just doesn't feel like we have enough early game interaction for these matchups. Mono white, I think we're fine. But mono red and Boros burn, those are going to be 2 really, really tough ones for us. I mean, look at the damage we've already taken, and on top of that, we've got to take more damage from our lands here. Taking 2 more damage here, guys. It is what it is, you know? All right. And it's a simple burst lightning or shock to the face. It sure is. All right. I mean, we lost. It is what it is. It's tough ones, man. Those are hard matchups. Hard matchups. Hopefully we get a better one next. All right, we're going first. Our hand is okay. It's okay. Get to surveil here right away, which is not bad. Not bad at all. I do have Insidious Roots as well. So I'm hoping the Insidious Roots alone can get us back into this game as far as mana goes, because we've only got a 2-land hand, which can be a little scary. But if the Roots is carrying its weight like it should, we'll be all right. I will say, though, I think this deck could utilize a little bit more removal. I am so sorry, guys. I am beyond tired right now. I was up till like 2 in the morning last night trying to record a video on this Rooms deck that I've been trying to get for you guys. Dude, I'm so excited about that deck, but I just cannot get it to work like how I need it to. The loss ratio is just way too high. But, I mean, hopefully we get to use it soon and show you guys how ridiculous it can be. Let's see. Let's play this for blue. Seems like there's no interaction from the opponent here. Perfect. All right, we're fine. Yeah, end the turn. So we get a little bit of additional mana here because we're gonna use the Cauldron on our own creature here. Okay, so it's a Kona deck, huh? It's a Kona deck. Instant speed removal would be key, but I don't have any instant speed, I don't think. Man, Kona's just gonna go absolutely nuclear here in a second. Not a whole lot I can do about it. I mean, I can do that. They don't have a way to tap it down now. I suppose that's good. There's the Kona. They give me an opportunity here to potentially remove it, but I need to hit pretty lucky off the top to find that. All right, so Necropsy in the yard doesn't matter though. Yeah, just as they have to attack at the moment, so that's still pretty good for us. Let's do another Roots here. Let's take this out. Put the counter here. Let's go Cosmogoyf. All right, opponent's down to 8. Here we go. This is the moment of truth, guys. If they're able to tap the Kona or not, and if they can, they play Omniscience. It's going to be GG's. That's fine. I'm going to do this. I have a feeling they're up to some funny business. I feel like they're up to some funny business here. They were definitely planning on doing like a Flood Mob bounce here or something. If they have double Flood Mob, that'd be really bad. What's it gonna be, man? Yeah, they definitely had the Flood Mob. They were really hoping that I wouldn't notice. Yeah, we noticed. We noticed. All right, here we go. Let's have some fun. I think we won this one, guys. Let's discard you. Cosmogoyf back. And that should end the game. Let's go, dude. We beat Kona, man. And we had to tiptoe on that one, man. We had to tiptoe our way around that one. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. Whew. Okay, we have the opponent going first. This hand looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right, so we get a Fable Passage with the Swamp. Didn't expect to see that. Watery Grave. Very interesting. We're gonna go green. We're gonna start the milling process here. And we did get a Molt Tender. That's kind of huge. Love me a good old Molt Tender. 2 Awakens is just crazy though. I don't think I'll need those this time around, but a lot of the times I do. So it's like, you don't want to see those get thrown away like that. There's a really strong possibility this is a mill deck. I did just beat a mill player a couple of games back before recording. And the way I did it was that I was able to exile my entire graveyard with the Necropsy. And they weren't able to really do a whole lot after that. I'm gonna go with the Tender and a Cosmogoyf. Also, I had Ketramos down though, so it was able to absorb a lot of the sweepers from the mill player, so I could really use that. I could really use a good old Ketramos, you know what I mean? All right, I'm a little worried right now. I'm a little worried right now. Can't lie. Let's see. I'm gonna go Overlord. Come on, land. Don't get countered. Okay, it did land. Yes, we got the Ketramos. Okay, huge. Huge, we got the Ketramos. I mean, if they had a counter spell, would they have used it there? I mean, I don't know. It feels like a counter spell, but at the same time, it also kind of just feels like the opponent might be holding something like a Consult the Star Charts. You never know. Please. Okay, feed the cycle. Fine. Sure. Okay, so Ketramos resolves. That's big because, again, the Rupture to sweep the board isn't going to affect the Ketramos, and I can necropsy my graveyard, meaning that they'd have to have a second one before they're able to utilize and take advantage of the monument, right? So there's that. It's still not great though, man. I need to get something going here. All right, let's exile, add green. Could really use like a roots here. Tough. I mean, exiling the Cosmogoyf is not ideal, but putting a counter onto the Ketramos to hopefully up the clock potential in the future is kind of a big deal. I really hate that for myself though, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. That's okay. Okay, they find a counterspell, which now I'm regretting I didn't play my land drop there first. I usually play my land drop towards the end of the turn so I can figure out whether or not I'm going to draw into something that I can cast for 2 or not, and then decide whether or not I want to take the pain from my own land, you know? All right, guys, here we go. Moment of truth. And I'm doing this again as insurance. Because the opponent, you know, they're going to have the monument. And if they have the monument, that relies on milling you out based on how many cards you have in your graveyard. And so with this, I am going to exile my entire graveyard. And they won't be able to get any value from the monument. Well, they can get value from it. It's just not very strong value. I guess I should have left myself 1 creature to exile with this, huh? That's a bummer. That's okay. They're still on the same clock potentially here. Alrighty. How many cards left? 16? Sure. Alright, so they're at 15 life. I'm basically sweeper proof still. If they have another rupture though, I mean, it's probably a good game, but my guess is they have the monument and it's not going to be very helpful, so they're not wanting to play it here. Okay, another Ketramos. Interesting. Man, I'm just a little worried right now. Keep my graveyard clear. I'm a little worried because I've only got 15 cards left. I don't know how that happened so quickly, man. I know half my deck list is like a lot, but I didn't think that half my deck list was already down to 18, you know what I mean? Sure. That's annoying. It's definitely annoying. We know you're going to counter it. You got it. Okay, never mind. You're going to consult the star charts for only the 2 so you can try to find a counter spell. Fair enough. Did they find it? Hopefully it doesn't exile my Ketramos. Okay, good. Just a straight counter, which means I can play another one. All right, Ketramos down again. Man, I'm still at 14 in my deck. Another game where we just have to make sure we watch all of our P's and Q's and tiptoe very, very nicely to the finish line, because it's not easy, man. This is not easy what they've got me going through at the moment. I'm just gonna attack with everybody. Nice. Okay. I have lethal presented on board now. I'm assuming they're gonna hit us with another rupture of some sort. Nope, we got them. Boom, baby. I'm telling you, they've been hanging on to that monument, and they just were not expecting me to exile my entire graveyard. Oh, I love the mill insurance, man. So nice.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Fizzy, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.